This story kind of broke literally before we went live, and this isn't really necessarily a story, but it's a rumor. And starting with you, Amanda, the rumor is Jennifer Lawrence is joining the Fantastic Four as Sue Storm. Now, the rumor is from a gentleman on Instagram or Twitter who has he's a scooper. I believe his name was Charles Murphy. The rumor is that right now Marvel is shooting a lot of stuff in Australia because they have a little bit better handle on the pandemic. They're shooting Thor: Love and Thunder there. And apparently Jennifer Lawrence has been casted in this role to play this character. Now, in this tweet, it says that she's filming scenes for Fantastic Four, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because John Watts is shooting Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
If I would have played devil's advocate, maybe he can go to Australia, shoot a scene for Love and Thunder, introducing a Sue Storm character in Love and Thunder. I'm just theorizing now. But the big question is this rumor, would you want to see Jennifer Lawrence as Sue Storm in Fantastic Four, directed by John Watts?
No. Straight up, no. And the reason why is that she already was in a franchise, 2 of them. I know that Catching Fire is the Hunger Games completely different. I get it, but she was Mystique. She had the run. She was in a comic book film, and she's a good actress. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. I don't think she fits the role of Sue Storm, and I just want other lesser known actors to get the opportunity to be in a Marvel film. So I think this would kind of be in the wrong direction if they do cast her. I don't like the news at all. I'm in another group chat and everyone's kind of dragging me because I was just I'm not having it. So it's a bad idea. I do not want her in the Fantastic Four at all. Give someone else a chance, please. I can't.
What about you, Chris? Again, Jennifer Lawrence, I think her whole experience as Mystique and her less and less makeup as the films went on, the character, I think it was more of the writing and a little bit of the acting, just didn't seem to care that much. But we have to remember Jennifer Lawrence is an Academy Award-winning actress, and I think sometimes when people get thrown into franchises, they kind of lose the uniqueness and the sensibilities of what makes them great. So I will kind of defend Jennifer Lawrence a little bit. But to you, Chris, if she was, again, all rumors, but would you like to see Jennifer Lawrence as Sue Storm in Fantastic Four?
No, I'm not, and I like Jennifer Lawrence a lot. I'm a fan of Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know. I'm not really big on the beef with her and the X-Men and all that kind of stuff. I liked her. Yeah. But I think it's there's no shortage of actors. We don't need to do this. Get anyone else. This is not some she's not Thor. She's not Captain America. Where that's the look. This is it. You need this. It's fucking Sue Storm. There's so many actors in Hollywood that are talented that can do this. You had your chance. You're Mystique. Yeah. That's you. That's Mystique. That's it. You don't get to just keep. There's no. This is not we're not struggling to find work for people. There's enough to go around. So I think just give someone else a chance. I love her, but I don't need to see her in this way.
Well said, Q, man. Jennifer Lawrence, Mystique, with Hunger Games, and she's been in some really good movies her career. But would you like to see her get a chance to play in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Sue Storm?
Nope. Because she the X-Men series though, I love Jennifer Lawrence though, great girl, and she can really act when she wants to. She can kill it, like you said. She's an Academy Award winning actress. But in those last 3 X-Men movies, boy, did she phone it in. Did she phone it in. She didn't give a damn about her line. You can tell. The camera don't lie, bro. You don't want to be here. So she's either taking another paycheck, because Marvel's going to pay well, you know what I'm saying? To take another paycheck, but it's not really it's not going to be the same effect. I was listening to Amanda, she had her chance as Mystique, and now she can be Sue Storm. Right. Same with Chris Evans. He was Storm, Johnny Storm. Yeah, the Human Torch, and he was Captain America. Oh, he killed Captain America. He didn't phone that in. He did that. I just don't see that same look for Jennifer Lawrence. I just don't think it's a good look. And like you said, it's not a shortage of actresses out there. Give somebody else a chance. Give Emily Blunt. I would like to see her more in the role in Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, I just don't like that casting. To be honest. Mm-hmm.
Michael, man, we talked about it before we went live, but to let everyone know on the stream that's watching us, your thoughts on Jennifer Lawrence potentially being
okay. So I love Silver Linings Playbook. That was like one of my favorite performances of hers. I love that movie. I love the Hunger Games. I love her in the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
With that said, if she touches Fantastic Four with a 10-foot pole, unless she's playing like Dr. Number 8 and nobody else, I will riot. Yes, I'm rioting. Unless John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are the only ones playing Reed Richards and Sue Storm or Susan Richards, that's all. Those are the only two I will accept. Like, so Jennifer Lawrence playing Susan Richards, like I'm not here for it at all. Like it upsets me to my core.
Dang.
Well, there you have it. We have 4 no's, and I'll just say this, just to play devil's advocate. Again, going back to, as someone just mentioned, in the hands of another director. I don't know if that director, John Watts, I don't necessarily think he's like a world-class director, but he does his thing with Spider-Man. I'm excited to see what he does with Spider-Man 3, and obviously he was announced to be the director of Fantastic Four. Kevin Feige, John Watts, Jennifer Lawrence is no longer with, all the stuff that came with X-Men, whether it be Bryan Singer, Brett Ratner, all that convoluted stuff in the X-Men universe. But now she's working with people that know what they're doing. If they're able to pull out the Jennifer Lawrence that we know, she's a great actress. She can play any role in the MCU and do it with an Academy Award behind her. But again, as you all have said, there are other actresses that can play the role. There's other opportunities that can be given. I would love to see Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. But again, if there's another opportunity for an up-and-coming actor or actress to kind of grow into these roles, because again, if you're going to introduce Fantastic Four, this isn't Emily Blunt and John Krasinski are mega stars. There's only like a couple mega stars that MCU has casted. Everyone else, like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., they were on the decline or they were been gone for years. And then Marvel kind of brought their stock up. I would be very surprised if John Krasinski and Emily Blunt signed a 10-year deal to play these type of characters and grow into these roles. But don't get me wrong, I would love to see them. But I think Marvel might do, I don't want to say no names, but I think Marvel might do like a Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, someone that might have been on the back burner for quite a few years and gives them the opportunity to bring these characters to life. Because it's not like Fantastic Four or nobodies. These are like A-list. This is the Marvel's first family. So I think they're going to have a little bit of like notoriety and know who the character, like the actors are, but also maybe introduce them to a bigger audience. But we're going to say,
remember, John Krasinski and Chris Evans were the final 2 for the role of Captain America, but they chose Captain. And then Emily Blunt and Scarlett Johansson were down to the final 2 with Black Widow. So they did want them. So
they did, very true. And keep in mind that was also 13 plus years ago before John Krasinski became the director. Quiet Place, and also Emily Blunt not being, what we get with her, where she's at now. But that is a great point. It's so funny how all these actors, it kind of ties back around. I would love to see them in the role, but I don't know if they would want that commitment on their career and that kind of like pressure to always be the Fantastic Four for the next 15 years in Marvel. But hey, if they get them, that would be a hell of a find. But let us know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts on this rumor. Who would you like to see as Sue Storm and also the rest of the Fantastic Four? Let us know in the comments. But